What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Phil 20 again. Back. Check it out. I'm going to show you guys what components I would choose to build a computer today in 2017. So let's take a look. What's up, ladies and gentlemen, YouTube, everybody out there? It's Phil 20, and we're here checking out this new setup. This is a new setup that's going to be for my gaming rig / editing rig, mostly editing, because I mostly game on console. I really love playing games on PC, but the games I like playing, they don't make the games no more, and I can't actually play those games on this computer no more. So I had to actually get a 32-bit set of Windows on a computer that's sitting in the garage, and that way I can play some games. But I digress. We're talking about this new editing setup. We got RYZEN. AMD makes this new RYZEN processor. This is the RYZEN 7. This is the 1800X processor. It's currently the best processor that you can get for the the price compared to 8 cores. The 8-core processors that it's competing with is it's $1060 in price, $1,060. This one's a $499 processor, and I got it with a bundle with this motherboard specifically. This motherboard is pretty much, it's not the best of any of the motherboards. It's probably the cheapest, but it does function as I'm going to expect it to. I just need it to run. I'm not big on overclocking. I might try to overclock it if it has easy overclocking. If it doesn't, then no big deal. But let's look at the I/O right here. We're looking at USB 3.1 gigahertz and 3.1 Type C connectors, and 3.0 Type A and 3.0 Type C, and then you got two USB 3.1 type connectors, a display port 1.2, and HDMI 1.4B. Also, it's got a PS2 connector. If you're real big on gaming, they got real low latency connectors for your mouse keyboard. I'm not big on that. I really don't care. It's also got optical audio out, which is pretty important for me because I do video editing and audio editing. So I need to be able to hear through my 5.1 W digital, and optical audio outputs 5.1 W digital. Also, we're going to be looking at gigabit LAN port. This motherboard will not have a Wi-Fi system. So in order for me to have internet, either I have to install an additional Wi-Fi card directly on there, or I can just run off of Ethernet cable. And currently where it's going to be set up, it has like 5 Ethernet cables ready to go. It's going to come with the IO Shield, SLI, HB bridge, SATA cables, and Q connector and M.2 screw package, and we're going to need that M.2 screw package. So for the random access memory, we're looking at 32 gigs of volatile memory. This memory is 8 gigs with 4 DIMMs. So we're going to get 4 sticks. They're 8 gigs each, and they're going to be able to overclock to 3200 megahertz. I chose white because it kind of matches the motherboard. I'm not real particular. It's like $2 more for white. So I kind of like the color white. Just the way I like it. I enjoy it. Nothing special about the memory. It's just fast memory. That's what you want. Let's see. And now we'll move on to the non-volatile memory. This is the volatile memory, and here's now the non-volatile memory. We're looking at the NVMe SSD 960 EVO M.2 500 gigabyte stick. This particular stick of memory is it's basically like an SSD or a hard drive, except it's stupid fast. This thing is almost as fast as the RAM we're putting in it. It's ridiculously fast. So if you take consideration in that, that is super awesome. And again, thanks to my wife, she's such a good person. She's awesome. Also, we got this case. This is a Overseer thermal take case, and let's just want to go straight to the most important thing about this case. You can stick hard drives right in the top of this thing and take them out, easily. So, for instance, I've got 2 drives plus an SSD currently installed, and one of the drives I don't want to always continuously run. My SSD is not exactly big enough to run all my programs on it, so that means I have to keep an additional drive to put, other programs like video games, etc., etc. Now, since that is the case, I will probably end up keeping the 4 terabyte drive and keeping it into this new rig, and then I'm going to keep the 1 terabyte drive and the SSD that's currently in my current rig and put it into the other system, which is going to be my VR setup upstairs, because it's really tough to play VR in this, my office space. It's real small. There's not a lot of room. I've got to move around stuff. It's just best if I take a computer upstairs and run it. And currently, I don't have a computer that can run VR upstairs. So we're going to be slamming this booger right upstairs, and we're going to be running VR games onto it. I'll probably do some recording on that, and you guys are going to like it. So that's one of the biggest reasons why I like this case. And also, I'm curious about, water cooling. Now, in particular, it's not the best exterior look for water cooling because, here's the side panel. You can't really see nothing. I mean, it's all blocked off. It's got humongous fan holes. I mean, I like it because it's got a lot of airflow. You can put pretty much whatever you wanted to inside this system. It's plenty of drive bays. It's also got 3 5-inch drive bays, or is it 5 1/4-inch drive bays? So that's pretty cool. There's a lot of stuff that you can, put into this if you wanted to. It's also got air filters and, just simple stuff. It's also got fans, all over the place, and I really like it. It's got huge fans. I mean, look at that. Huge fans on this thing. So let's go on to the next part, which is last but not least. I really, really need a card reader, and I don't have a card reader. Being all the editing I do, I really don't have a card reader. I'm sorry, guys. I really am. But this is my card reader that I've chosen, and it's pretty simple, and I hope you guys like it too. I'm going to do a full install, show how I've done everything. This is a USB 3.0 and 2.0. Don't let the advertisement trick you. This is not the fastest card reader in the world. It's a 2.0 card reader. It's going to be sufficient for what I'm doing. Unfortunately, it won't be the fastest. It'll do the job, though. So it really depends on what type of card you have, is what kind of speed you're going to get. It's not particularly going to benefit you if you want to do super speed USB Type 3 or 3.1 port connection, because it's a USB 3.0 in the back and USB 2.0. The USB 3.0 is the 3 card reader, the 3 USB connectors and eSATA and USB 3.1 connector, and the card reader itself is USB 2.0. So that's going to slow you down if you're concerned about doing editing and you want it super fast onto there, which my biggest concern is, getting a card reader, because I don't like moving my cameras around a lot, and I just want to be able to take my cards out, move them over here, and just go ahead and put it in, so I can get that done. But this is just a quick overview. We got our processor, motherboard, RAM, hard drive, case, and card reader. I did not put in a graphics card because pretty much everybody at this point is probably going to have a graphics card. If you don't have a graphics card, you can go over to Best Buy and pick up your R9 390 if you wanted to, or an R9 280 if you can find one on Craigslist or something. So that most people's already got a power supply as well. This particular system is going to have a 650 watt power supply. I'm not going to be doing SLI or nothing like that. It's mainly just for editing, so that's going to be my biggest deal. I want to show you guys what I've set up, and I hope you guys like it. This is Philip 20 with solar power, electricity, and electronics, and I'm going to holler at y'all later. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching all the way to the end of the video. There's lots more content coming. Click the subscribe button below. Make sure you come back for more because there's great content always coming up every day in this channel. See you next time. Peace.